Can you believe we're here, all the way on the coast of Lithuania in Russia on this amazing adventure? I never imagined we'd make it this far.
It's incredible, isn't it? I hope this trip lands us some success.
We certainly came to the right place, even though we could find amber in Eastern Europe, in the Alps, and northern Spain. The Baltic Sea actually has the largest amber reserve.
We could have also visited the Dominican Republic, of course. They've got the rare blue amber there. Its unique blue color changes into a yellow color when it's viewed in direct light.
Yeah, the Dominican Republic would have been quite the trip. The boss says he won't send us down there again.
Well, 2 reasons for that, I suppose. We probably have a lot of difficulty finding any of the rare amber, and apparently archaeologists and tropical island parties don't mix.
Agree to disagree. But, speaking of mixing, did you know that amber is a heterogeneous solid? It's a mixture that's got a non-uniform composition.
Wow, I would have never guessed. Its yellowish-brown color and transparency makes it appear uniform.
Hey, look here, I found some!
Unbelievable. It's got an insect species embedded into it. You might be onto something here.
We should remove the bug from there so we can really figure out how it got there and how old it is. Amber fossils that have been found previously on similar expeditions have been dated over 400 million years old.
Alright, but it's extremely soft and damages easily. It's usually only between 0.5 to 3 on the Mohs scale of substance hardness, so when we take this apart we have to be very careful.
Hey, watch it! Thanks for getting me out of there. Geez, I thought I'd never leave. Seems like just yesterday I got trapped in this sticky stuff while I was looking for food on my usual tree. But wait, who are you guys?
I'm Molecule, and this is my partner Paul Emer. We're on an assignment looking for fossils, and I guess we found some. But this isn't really what we were expecting.
Oh, well I'm Buzz, and I'd be glad to help. I can tell you all about how I got stuck in this thing anyway.
The thing you're standing in is actually called amber, or C12H20O.
Oh, I knew that. It's also called resin and succinate. It's 8.5 to 11% hydrogen, 67 to 80% carbon, 15% oxygen, and 0 to 0.46% sulfur.
No offense, little guy, but how do you know more about this amber than we do?
You learn a few things here and there when you're stuck in the same environment for a while.
Well, how'd you get to be stuck there in the first place?
Alright, one morning I was climbing up this tree branch when I felt this sticky substance dripping onto me. Before I knew it, I was buried under a pile of tree resin, a sticky sap-like substance that coniferous trees will produce to avoid fungal infection.
What's resin made out of exactly?
It's mainly carbon and hydrogen atoms in hexagonal rings. These rings increase in molecular bonding over time, which explains why I was really struggling to get out. I spent ages trying, but I noticed that the tree resin was slowly hardening.
Turning into copal. That means it was in the intermediate stage of polymerization. That usually happens because of high pressures and high temperatures of sediments that will harden the resin into copal.
Exactly. Eventually, the sustained heat and pressure from the sediments drive off terpenes, unsaturated hydrocarbons found in the oils of conifers. This leads to the formation of amber.
Not always, though. Sometimes amber doesn't fossilize because the resin is too unstable and it's going to decay over time.
Good thing the resin I was in was stable enough to form a fossil. But I have a question. Is amber really used for anything except fossils? I can't see polymerized resin as being good for much.
It definitely is useful. People find amber fascinating because of its resinous luster, varying opacity, and different colors.
That's right. Amber can be opaque, translucent, and sometimes even transparent. It can be yellow, orange, red, brown, blue, black, and even green.
Interesting. I didn't realize it came in so many different colors.
That all depends on the type of amber you're looking at. There's blue amber, bony amber that's translucent and contains lots of bubbles inside it, as well as copal, pressed amber, and Baltic amber, which is the amber that we found you in.
Baltic amber is the one that's used in most everyday applications.
Oh yeah? What else can it be used for? I mean, it's not soluble in common organic solvents, it doesn't conduct electricity, and it's combustible, so that can't be great.
Well, it's used in a lot of different forms of jewelry, like rings, necklaces, and earrings. This dates all the way back to ancient Egypt. Pharaohs wore amber often, and Egyptian tombs contain amber relics and jewelry.
Yep, but amber really peaked in popularity during the Roman Empire. Amber sales and trades increased so much that that time period was named the Amber Root.
The 17th century was known as the golden age of amber craft. Artists would create amber furniture, statues, sculptures, and cutlery. These were often gifted to royalty and wealthy individuals.
Well, is it still available now? Because my wife loves getting presents.
Yes, you can, but be careful, friend. One of the issues with amber is that oftentimes jewelry makers will sell fake amber to their customers.
What a ripoff! How can you even tell if the amber you're buying is real or not?
Simple. To test if the amber is real or not, make a saturated solution of regular table salt in water. Place the amber inside the solution. If it sinks, the amber is artificial, and if it floats, you've got real amber. This is because amber's density is 1.05 to 1.096 grams per milliliter, which is lower than that of a saturated salt and water solution, so it would float.
Wow, good tip. I'll be sure to use that. Any more advice?
Amber is very soft and it's combustible, so keep it away from acid, gasoline, alcohol, and even perfume. If amber is burned, it releases an extremely strong smoky odor.
Another helpful tip, don't store your amber with other jewelry. It's a very soft gem, so other jewelry can easily scratch it.
I'll make note of that. Is there anything else that I could use amber for?
You definitely can. Amber for many years has been used as alternative medicine. In ancient Rome, amber was used as medicine and protection against swollen glands, sore throats, and stomach pains.
Yeah, in the Middle Ages, it was thought that wearing the amber beads would treat jaundice, because the yellow stone was believed to absorb the yellowness of the skin.
More modern uses came around during World War I, when amber was used to protect babies from disease. Then in World War II, it was believed that amber beads could be used on babies to make the eruption of teeth less painful.
How does that work?
Well, Baltic amber is 3 to 8% succinic acid. This is a very powerful antioxidant that stimulates nerve system recovery and increases the immune system.
Today, a lot of medicines contain this acid, and research confirms it is safe and positively affects the human body.
How can you buy it though?
You can buy it in a few forms. One of them is amber oil, which penetrates body tissues to improve blood circulation, and it's also known to ease muscle pain. A lot of times it's used in massages.
Amber is also available as a powder that can be purchased in 30 milliliter bottles for around $7 online. And you can buy a 30 milliliter bottle of amber oil from online providers for around $30.
Wow, that's great. Is it found in any medication?
It's often used in Chinese medicine. It's said to relieve kidney stones and stranguria, which is difficulty urinating. This medicine is called Huposan. It is a powder containing amber, plantago seeds, and menthe.
Amber is used to regulate blood circulation and blood lipid levels. Amber is often combined with herbs and alternative medication to treat liver diseases and heart problems, as well as elevated blood lipid levels. This is found in pills such as Bhushan Sanji.
That is fascinating.
Amber is even the topic of a conspiracy theory known as the Mystery of the Amber Room.
The Amber Room was a room covered completely in gold and jewels and amber. It was given to Peter the Great in 1716 to celebrate the peace between Russia and Prussia.
It was installed in St. Petersburg. When the room was finished, it was 180 square feet. It was made up of 6 tons of amber and other stones. At the time, the room was valued at $142 million.
So what happened to it?
Well, when Nazis invaded the Soviet Union in World War II, in 1944 they looted the Amber Room. It took them 3 days to tear down the room and package it to be shipped back to Germany.
But then the packaging went missing. The real whereabouts of the pieces is unknown. Some say it was destroyed in bombings. Others say it sank while it was being loaded onto the ship. No one really knows.
Wow, that is awful. Maybe one day it'll be found.
Who knows what will happen? All we know is that amber is a very important and useful polymer.
Yes, it is. Even if it appears to be a simple substance composed of hardened tree resin, amber has a lot to offer.
I understand that now. It's used in jewelry, medicine, architecture, and fossils. Amber can really help us find out a lot about extinct species from over 400 million years ago, and it offers alternative medication, beautiful decoration, and incredible stories.
Indeed. Well, little guy, now that you've taught us a little bit about amber and we've taught you a little bit about amber, We've really got to search for some fossils. You know, ones that don't come alive after being buried under sediments of rock for ages.
Good luck with the jewelry buying for your wife, and your alternative medical therapies.
You know, our boss really will stop sending us on these type of trips. He's gonna think we're crazy once he hears we're in a talking fly.
Hey, wait! You didn't answer my most important question. What year am I in? Hello? Oh man, not again.